Now, Roaring Kitty is probably one of the most respected, one of the most hated people in Wall Street. He's respected by retail investors and hated by the top dogs, the people who screw you over, the people who don't give a shit about the retail investors. You know, the people that short sell, naked short sell, and just really do not care about anyone other than themselves and their little group and their teams. But that's about it. So why on earth and what is going on? Now, we all know GameStop has obviously been going crazy over the past few months, ever since Roaring Kitty's come back. And obviously Roaring Kitty has decided to sell his shares and stuff like that. Now, obviously, a lot of people have been influenced by Roaring Kitty. You know, they see that he's doing something and they'd be like, oh, you know what, he's doing something? You know what? This company might actually be good. I want to invest in it. Now, obviously, he's always been called a manipulator. People have always said that he's a stock manipulator and he's manipulating the market and stuff like that. And obviously people have threatened him. He's been threatened. I think he was threatened to have his E-Trade account removed. I don't know if they've gone through with that. I don't think they have. I don't think they will personally. People actually did threaten to actually have take away their E-Trade accounts. However, there's a new thing coming up with Roaring Kitty, and to be quite honest with you, I don't know what is going to happen. Now, Roaring Kitty is being sued. He's being sued. Now, this is the sort of thing. This is from Barchat. Just in, Roaring Kitty, a.k.a. Keith Gill, has been sued for securities fraud over his role in promoting GameStop. Okay, this is what it says. Plaintiff Martin, individual on behalf of all similarities situated by alleges following the base upon personal knowledge as act on own information believes that all matters upon Securities Exchange Commission wired release of GameStop analyst reports about the company information obtainable on the internet. Now, what really gets me about this is there are clearly a lot of people on the inside. There are insider trading now and manipulators and stuff like that. Now, I would say manipulating and insider trading are on the same level of scumbag, and in fact, naked short selling, all that. Now, why on earth and how do these rich people make so many big plays, and why are they so pissed off that they have to sue this motherfucker? Why are they so pissed off? And if they bring you a lawsuit, of course, Roaring Kitty knows the shit he's getting into. He's woke, sort of a sleeping giant with the whole Wall Street thing. You know, that's what he's done. I think he even knew what he was doing when he played around with the fire. You know, he poked fucking Wall Street, and you know, he brought them up. The amount of times they fucking halted that stock. You know, I think it was halted in an entire day. I think 11 or so times. That's an incredible amount of times to have a stock halted. That's really shocking, to be honest, to have a stock halted. Almost 11 times, maybe more, I think. Bearing in mind it happened daily for like a week or so. So I'd say within that week, probably maybe 100 halts out of the whole week. You know, that's an incredible amount of halts. And Roaring Kitty, again, he knew what he was doing. Getting involved in this sort of stuff. Now, my opinions, do I think he manipulated the stock? Not entirely. No, he didn't entirely say, go out and buy this stock. I think people bought it off their own back and their own will. They thought, okay, Roaring Kitty is investing in this company, he's investing a lot of money. This is kind of what people do in the inside of fucking world as well, isn't it? But of course, all I have to say is, fuck Wall Street. Why? Why? If a guy on outside does something, and I don't think he did manipulate, but if a guy does something on the outside, this is why I'm saying the rich people, the rich investors, the rich people in the stock market, they don't like being fucked with. They don't like being played around. If they lose money, they'll go for you. They'll gun for you in any way, shape, or form. Whether that's suing you, doing some, trying to close your trading account, trying to close your brokerage account, or anything like that, to try and make you lose money or to try and silence you, to try and get you out of this thing. You can't be doing this shit. I think Roaring Kitty's kind of exposed a lot of what is happening within Wall Street, which I'm kind of glad, and it's more opened eyes to a lot of people. Can you stop it? No, of course not. You can't really do anything about it. You have to sort of learn to fight back in some way or another, and that's what a lot of people are doing with GameStop. It's been shot at the shit out of. A big short seller, Andrew Left, I think it was Citron Research. Obviously, they pulled out a few weeks back. They pulled out because he lost. He just couldn't do it, and I'm sure a lot of other short sellers are bailing out as well. Now, I don't know what the future is with this Roaring Kitty thing. Will it go deep? I don't know. Again, he can afford a lawyer. So I don't know if he's gonna, what's gonna happen here. I don't even know if he knows he's getting sued. Nah, he probably does. But someone put out a tweet on Twitter, which kind of makes me look at it. And yeah, it's Quaver, Quantum Native. I think that's his. So he put out a tweet, Quaver Quant. On Twitter. Update. Last month, so this is what breaking. Roaring Kitty has just been sued for alleged GameStop securities fraud. Meanwhile, in Congress, last month we posted a report on suspicious purchase of Hammer Say stock by Senator Tom Tuberville, and the stock has now risen 158% since March. Nancy Pelosi obviously bought call options, 5 million call options on Nvidia, and obviously they've skyrocketed since then. So I'm starting to realize there are a lot of insider traders, but of course, again, they are insider traders. I'm sure even everyone knows they're insider traders. Insider trading, it is illegal in, I think, nearly every country. But of course, insider trading, there's stuff that people don't know. It's called what I like to call, it's legal for me, but illegal for you. And again, that's exactly what the situation Roaring Kitty's in, fraud and stuff like that. Do I think it's fraudulent? No. I think why aren't you charging Nancy Pelosi for insider information? Clearly she's had insider information on what the company's done. It's very obvious, and you can tell when someone has insider information. Now, the first time they do it, okay, you might be like, okay, you know what? The first time they ever, invest and show this, okay, that might be just a very big coincidence. But if they start investing in companies and making shit tons of money time after time after time, you have to start to realize, do they have insider information, or are they just extremely, extremely, extremely lucky? Now, a lot of people obviously invest when the earnings calls are as well, which is notably a gamble. And I've seen some high-up guys invest in, and it works well for them. So insider trading, anything inside or anything in the stock market that would be considered illegal for you is completely legal for everybody in in Wall Street and Congress and all sorts like that. And it makes me sort of wonder, is there any way to fight back? Now, obviously, Roaring Kitty, I think, is fighting back as well. He's trying to tell people this is really what Wall Street is like. This is how Wall Street is these days. It's corrupt. It's full of corrupt people. And this is just how you have to kind of deal with it. Now, obviously, he's been pretty quiet on social media for past week or so. Yeah, I don't know if he'll announce anything based on this sort of lawsuit. GameStop is trading about $24. It's had a bit of a weird week, to be honest. I think the high of it did. Now, just looking at the charts, let's have a quick look at GameStop. GameStop now is trading at, as I speak, 24.81. The highest it's had over last week was nearly $26. And the lowest, I think it dropped to $22.79. So it's kind of stagnant. It's all it's kind of slowing down. And before that, it's not really had an incredible amount of movement since the 7th of June. In fact, the movement's been very, slow, and sort of snail pace type of thing. Now, it hasn't dropped. I think the lowest it's actually dropped in this whole time was like $22 or so. So it hasn't really had an incredible amount of impact or anything like that. So who really knows? So this is what someone else put on Twitter. So a dude named Martin Redknapp is suing Roaring Kitties for security fraud due to his promotion of GameStop in an A-class action lawsuit. The dude has 35 shares and a couple of options. I don't think the case has the best chance in court and won't really affect Keith Gill. Memes might not be the best argument for explicit manipulation. Said that Roaring Kitty gets sued for posting memes, yet literal hedge funds never get sued over multiple pump dumps. That is very true. That is the unfortunate side of things. People in Wall Street do something sketchy, they can get away with it. Some retail investor on the internet who has quite a big following does something, oh shit, we should maybe check on that guy. That's just how the stock market is. I know, obviously, a lot of people. Do I think it's a scam? Half and half. I do think a lot of stuff on the stock market is played by the book in favor of the rich pricks. Look at Nvidia for Pete's fucking sake. That was shorted the hell out of. Look at AMC. For fuck's sake, that's been shorted the hell out of. Now, do I think it's got more potential? Hell yes. It's probably going to have a big fucking squeeze soon. I don't know. Well, again, by me saying soon, I don't know when it's going to have a squeeze. People are predicting, a huge fucking squeeze in July. So I guess we'll have to see what really happens. But I'm just kind of getting bored and annoyed of, Wall Street. I mean, the stock market, and they've tried to go for the fucking crypto market. They've tried to bottle the crypto market. They've tried to, make it illegal and, try to shut it down, but they can't, and with the stock market, because it's heavily regulated, it's heavily regulated for a retail investor, meaning me and you, just a normal investor who's just on like Roaring Kitty, just an entirely normal investor who's just investing in particular stocks and cherry picking stocks out. However, not for these boys of Wall Street and stuff like that. No, not these hedge funds. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure these hedge funds have gotten in with the no naked short selling. Wait, you naked short sell? Shh, don't tell anyone. It's completely legal if you do it. It's completely. We won't charge you or sue you or anything like this. Why? Why the fuck? You suing him makes it more suspicious, to be honest. It makes us more suspicious about yourself. I hate shit like this, and it kind of makes me annoyed, that people in the stock market like this will always fuck around, and I'm presuming Roaring Kitty knew what he was doing before he got into this, because, I mean, this is what happens. If someone sues you for something like that, poof, do I think it'll go well in court, and do I think it'll pass? I don't know if it'll be classed as guilty or not. Just looking dead at him, I don't think he's manipulated GameStop at all. People have bought it on their own. You can interpret things how you really want to, but I don't, looking at it from a face value, I don't think he's manipulated. I mean, he definitely hasn't manipulated it for his own financial gain, because, he's bought, I think he has 8 million shares now. So there's a lot of fucking shares in the company. A lot of people thought he would just sell his bunch of his calls that he had, sell them, and then dip. People thought he was going to get out, but he decided to buy shares. No, I don't know if he sold them shares or he's still holding. I think he's still holding them shares. But a lot of people thought he was just going to pump and dump them. Now, again, I don't know more to this. I'll cover it if there's any more. But wow, wow, suing someone because of that. Damn, you really are a selfish fuck, aren't you, man? You got your boyfriends in Wall Street and your girlfriend in Wall Street. They've got you on that harness, haven't they? Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this situation. I hope the future of GameStop is great. I'm sure, I don't think it'll go well in court for that Martin guy, but I don't know. GameStop, the future of GameStop hopefully looks really good. But hey, we'll see.